Welcome viewers and dear learners. This video is about sentence, its types. In previous video, we discuss about the basic concept of sentence, what is a sentence, and afterwards the first type, that is assertive or declarative sentence. In this video, let us learn in brief about all 5 types, and afterwards our specific focus is on interrogative type of sentences. Dear students, assertive or declarative sentences begin with the subject. Subject may be a pronoun or a noun. Noun, of course, various types: proper noun, common noun, or some other types. Out of them, one can be a subject of the sentence. Afterwards, either auxiliary or an action verb or both, and afterwards, as per the demand of the sentence, the object and complement, and finally a vivid thing is that it ends with a full stop. Students write answers in Hindi. This is one example which is written over here. I duly underlined students. It is a subject of this sentence, and write, it is a verb or an action verb. There is no auxiliary in this sentence. And write what? Answers. In Hindi, it is an additional information or a complement for making this statement or a sentence more comprehensive from understanding's point of view, and it is ended with a full stop. Now let us see second type, that is interrogative sentence. I put a question mark in bracket. It is just a clue or a hint for a learner to judge a sentence just by a single punctuation mark. Despite having any technical knowledge, one can easily guess the type of sentence just on the basis of the punctuation mark. Here it is an example. What is a sentence? You can see here what is a sentence, and at the end of the sentence there is a question mark. This sentence has begun with a word what. Afterwards there is an auxiliary, and later on the required words to make an interrogation or that inquiry satisfied. So in brief, it is about interrogative sentence. Afterwards, imperative. The word imperative is for the sake of either order, request, suggestion, warning, and so on. Whenever you are going to declare in an assertive and commanding way, it normally starts with the action verb. For example, when a teacher gives a certain instruction like open your textbook, note down, listen to me, stand up, get out of the classroom, please open the window, so on and so forth. All these sentences which I discussed or which I just expressed, they all begin with an action verb. For example, here, open your notebook. You can see here that the word open is an action verb Afterwards, whatever the required words that will be there, and finally a full stop. Please remember, in imperative sentences the subject is understood or which is not declared or written openly. Of course, its subject is mostly you. You open your textbook, because most of the time our instructions, command, request, warning, these are for others. Now last 2 points, exclamatory sentence and optative sentence. They are almost alike, but exclamatory sentence is a spontaneous response to a certain situation where you are not at all in a planned state. For example, you come across a very beautiful portrait, or you come across a person whose nature is very good one or gentle one, fine one. So your expression automatically comes out, that is, how nice of you. You are very nice. That is what is the meaning of this, how nice of you. And at the end of the sentence there is a sign of exclamation or mark of exclamation. That is also one of the clues of getting it known that the given sentence is in exclamatory form. Now last, that is optative sentence. Optative means normally offering a prayer or expecting a sort of will. So for example, may God bless you. This is of course a prayer to God for you. So such sentences which normally ends with a sign of exclamation, such sentences are called optative sentences. Now actually our video is about second type, that is interrogative sentence. So let us discuss about interrogative sentence. Dear students, in our day-to-day activities and communication, it is a human tendency to keep questioning or to keep inquiring about this and that. So we require to ask so many questions in the daytime. In our mother tongue, it is but a very natural thing for us. Of course, you being learners of English for last 10 years, you definitely have this sense of writing and speaking and asking your questions. But still, you need to know the exact purpose and the structure of an interrogative sentence. Afterwards, its types. Let us see here. Here in this frame, you can see a sentence that inquires about and expects the answer or response is defined as an interrogative sentence. This is a very clear explanation about the meaning of interrogative sentence. Normally, a sentence that demands or expects some answer or response, that is defined as an interrogative sentence. On the basis of structure, it can normally be written like, for example, here WH plus auxiliary plus subject plus object plus complement. Let me clear you that remaining content from subject to onwards, they depend on the demand of the sentence. I repeat it here. the first two elements are extremely necessary, that is any WH word plus auxiliary or only auxiliary to begin with if the question is of the other type, and afterwards the other words, may it be subject or complement or object or out of these three, any two or any one or even not. So this is the basic structure of an interrogative sentence. Now let us see that these two types of interrogative sentences which are shown there by arrow, one is WH type and the other is verbal question, or it is again more popular with the students, that is yes/no type question. Why it is called yes/no type question, that we will discuss when we actually will go through the examples. Let us focus on WH type questions. You can see here the first example, when will class begin? It is started with WH word when, that demands time, afterwards another word that is will, an auxiliary, afterwards classes, of course a noun, and later on the action verb begin. Dear students, you can see here that this particular sentence has absolutely followed the structure with WH, afterwards auxiliary, afterwards your noun, and later on verb, and finally a question mark. Next two examples, why do we learn from home? This can be a question in many students' mind. Why? Because now it seems quite normal outside, but still our classes are not yet started physically. So this can be one more popular question. Next question, how long will pandemic of COVID-19 remain in India? All these three sentences, what they demand, that is not more important for us. Our basic purpose is to know the structure of WH type question. You can see the underlined words why, and in the third one how long. After why there is an auxiliary do, and in the third one there is an auxiliary will, and rest of the words as per the requirement of the sentence, and finally a question mark. So this is one type, that is WH type, where your answer is expected in a sentence or more. Now the second type, that is verbal question or yes/no type question. As I discussed with you earlier, that it is more popular as an yes/no type question in the students, because its answers are mostly in yes or no. That's why these questions are called as yes/no type questions. Here the noteworthy thing is here that it is without any WH word like who, what, when, why, which, and so on. You see here the first example, do you learn it properly? This is our first sentence, sorry, this is first interrogative sentence, I would say. Do you learn it properly? It is started with do. Another is will you answer the questions, and lastly, can you prepare cake at home? If you see all these three words, do, will, and can, they are the auxiliaries which are used in our language, and lastly it is a question mark that is put at the end of these sentences. So except WH, rest of the structure is exactly as expected there in the structure form. You can see here, after auxiliary there is a subject and later on object, and if required the verb, so on and so forth. So this is how we have to focus on the types of sentences, particularly our video is about interrogative sentences. So I hope, my dear students, that you have understood this topic very well. If you like it, please mark liked and share it with your friends and relatives, and don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you.